Okay, so in this sample we're going to learn how to make the insert that we need for the side action for this part. First thing I'm going to do is go into Mold Visualization, turn off what I don't need. I don't need my part, and I don't need my core block for now. Now I'm going to go down to my Insert icon bar, and I'm going to go to Side Insert. The first thing the software asks for is what direction this insert needs to travel. Here you could choose a direction based on your current coordinate system. You could choose a linear edge of the model. You could choose a planar face that you want to be perpendicular to. In this case, that's what I'm going to do, is choose this face. And here this arrow represents the direction this insert needs to travel. Now the software wants to know a limitation point. What this is defining is the back end of the insert. In this case, I'm going to choose core and cavity blocks. So if I make the blocks bigger or smaller, it'll always follow this outside dimension. I could pick a point here. Could do whatever I want, but in this case we'll do this. Now it wants to know, do you want to build your insert by face selection or by a contour? And in this case, we're going to use a contour, and I'm going to build it dynamically within the function. So I'll choose contour. Next I'm going to choose projection. I'm going to flip the part over so I can see inside of it. And watch back here as I select these edges. As I select this edge, it projects automatically to the outside of the block. And to hide my parting line of this, I want to hide it in the fillet edges if possible. From here I'm going to flip it back over, hit quit, and now go to polar sketch lines. I'm going to type 80 and hit enter to make in effect 10-degree line. Tangent to that, I'll say 100, enter. Select there. And now I'm going to hit quit once more, and I'm going to change to a thicker line style. And now here by default, I can create a contour. So all I'm going to do is select the edges and the curves that I want to use for my insert definition. Now as soon as I close it, it hides the driving elements. And here I'm going to tell it to trim it automatically to the core and cavity blocks. Select my block. Then I'm going to select a point to trim the extrusion. And here I'm just going to flip it over. And I want to pick a point on my model that's past the detail a little bit. And like that, I have my insert. And I'm going to call it side insert. Why not? And hit quit. Last thing I'm going to do is go to Management and Process. Select my insert, and now it's cut the insert out.